Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to the Steelers Game Day pregame show. Let me adjust that a little bit. I'm Mason Sapesky, your host here, and let me get my seating situation situated here so that I can use my head to block out the light some, and you can see my face a little better. It's hard though sometimes to look at the camera because of how the phone's tilted now this way instead of this way, like I used to have it, so I'm just still getting used to it. I've only done it about a week now. Again, gotten a little better at it, but not quite yet. I do like the better how it's posted, and most like people that do like what I do on YouTube, the sports coverage and stuff, they do it this way. So I figured, why not do it this way? And I did think it looked kind of weird on YouTube, like how, and I did it this way. It showed like the sides, like the coloring was weird, but I like this way how it shows the full screen and all that. I could do it this way for this, but the only thing is I can't promise like for games and stuff. Like when I go to Power Games or other sporting events and I do filming at those, I can't promise it'll be like that. So sorry to catch my breath there or burp a little bit, but yeah, I can't promise that, but I'll try my best. So yeah, definitely worth trying new things. Definitely enjoy this. So yeah, hopefully it'll continue to get better as time goes on. Again, this is my first year, obviously, doing this stuff. So, yeah. Without further ado, though, here we go. Let's get into previewing the Steeler game today. The Pittsburgh Steelers come back to begin their technically not, but kind of, because they had the bye last week, second half of the season as they prepare to travel to Los Angeles today to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Kickoff is at 4:05 p.m. at SoFi Stadium in LA. This is their second out of 3 West Coast trips. The first, obviously, Vegas. The second is today, and then the last one's not until New Year's Eve when we take on the Seattle Seahawks. So that one's not for a while, though. So things get better for Pittsburgh after this travel-wise. Their next road game will be in Cleveland, and that's not technically even really a road game because we take the bus up, or they take the bus up. They don't even really have to fly for that one. So after this, they're going to get a little break from flying because they won't have another flight till the Saturday after Thanksgiving when they take on the Bengals Sunday after Thanksgiving. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be crazy, that's for sure. And the rest of the year is definitely going to be crazy, that's for sure. But it kind of feels, though, even though we're not even halfway yet, the season is kind of running low. And that's technically true because it may be early, but when you look out, it's not a lot of season left, to be honest with you, but it's okay. It's all good. So, yeah. But anyway, today, let's focus on today and get off the little side conversations and stuff. Steelers play the Rams today. This is a pivotal must-win game for the team. And here's why I say pivotal must-win game. Baltimore's 4-2. Cleveland is 3-2. We are 3-2. Cincinnati is 3-3. Baltimore hosts Detroit today. Cleveland goes to Indy to play the Colts, since he's on bye. So really, we cannot fall lower than third place today, technically. Or, yeah, we can. We could fall into a tie for last, because if we lose. But here's the deal. If we want to get in to the dance, we need to win games like this. Here's why. Next week at home is Jacksonville. Jacksonville is going to be a tough game next week. After that, it gets a teeny bit easier with Tennessee and Green Bay. Then we have to go to Cleveland and Cincinnati. All right, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry, my dad just came in and I had to do some stuff there, but I'm back with you guys now. I didn't like how I was looking at the camera either that last time. For sure, it's definitely harder vertically style, but I'm trying to do better this time for sure. I think it looks better and it feels better. That's for sure. I was probably too worried about the lighting there, but I think it looks better now for sure. So yeah, without further ado, back to the conversation. This schedule is going to be tough in November, or the back half of November, not so much the front half. If we win today, That would put you at 4-2. Next week's probably a loss. So 4-3. Sorry, I wanted to adjust so I can look better at the camera. 4-3. You beat Tennessee at home, you beat Green Bay at home narrowly. That puts you at 6-3. You're going into Cleveland 6-3. And that's a winnable game. Looking at teams like Baltimore. Baltimore is definitely a losable game today against Detroit. Detroit is 5-1. Super Bowl contender. Baltimore's 4-2. If Baltimore can win this game today against Detroit, that spells trouble for Pittsburgh. Because they can beat a team like Detroit. But we beat Baltimore. So that helps us. In terms of the other one, Cleveland. They're 3-2. I still picked Cleveland to win this week, but they have a toughie against the Colts. This is a game where I can see Cleveland being Cleveland. I picked Cleveland, but I can definitely see them being Cleveland because they're coming off a high with a win over San Fran. So, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Go Colts. And Cincinnati's off. But this game is Utes. I guess some things were reassessed on the offense over the bye week, so that'll be interesting to see what the offense could do. The run game hasn't done crap all season long. Hopefully they could get the run game going, do some passing to Warren and stuff. So hopefully that could get going. Deontay Johnson is back. Sorry about that. Deontay Johnson is back. He's ready to return. He hasn't played since week 1. So that'll be definitely interesting to see for sure. However, the Steelers are down Pat Freiermuth today. Hang on, I'm logging into my computer to view the injury report so I can read you these. Pat Freiermuth is hurt though, so he is not playing today. He's on the IR, so he'll miss this game, the Jacksonville game, the Tennessee, and the Green Bay game. So yeah, the earliest he could come back to the Cleveland game. Sorry, I'm just typing this in so we could get this for you guys. All right. It's coming up real quick here, so I'll get into that. But anyway, though, it'll be interesting to see today with Freiermuth out what rookie tight end Darnell Washington can do. I assume he's going to be the starting tight end this week. Hopefully they utilize him, do the same things they did at Georgia with him in terms of making him a big threat down the field, getting some pass plays to him. I hope he could break out today. I really do. I want to see what Darnell Washington's made of, and I want to see how they're going to use him in kind of like a starting tight end style role. So it'll definitely be exciting for sure. I expect there not so much of a 2 tight end offense today, obviously with Muth being out. I expect it to be 3 receivers, 1 tight end. As you guys know, the Steelers have used a lot of 2 tight ends this year, with especially in the Baltimore game with Freiermuth and Washington, which is good. But I don't expect there to be a 2 tight end offense today. Primarily because of no Muth. However, I do expect a lot, though. I expect on the outside, it would be good because on the outside you have Deontay, then you have Pickens, and then possibly get some Calvin Austin in there some. See what Calvin Austin could do. So yeah, that could work out well with Washington, and then Pickett and Warren. As for the Rams, they're down their lead running back, Kieran Williams. So they'll be relying on Royce Freeman, and I think Darrell Henderson came back. I don't know who their other one is, but Zach Evans, yeah. They'll be relying on those 2 a lot. They have a talented pass-catching core, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, who's done great things so far for the Rams, Tutu Atwell, Tyler Higbee, and Matt Stafford. He's a decent quarterback, so don't count Matt Stafford out by any means. This Rams team is good. People expect them to be really bad. I didn't. Obviously, on the defensive side, you have Pitt alum Aaron Donald. Definitely a much different pick program than when he was there. That's going on right now, and I'll get to them on my Pick Game Day postgame show, which is right after this. So, yeah, tune into that as well. Tough loss for Pitt yesterday to Wake Forest. We'll recap that. So yeah, definitely some defensive stars. Aaron Donald. That's really all they have on defense. Sorry to burp again, because they sold everybody, unfortunately. They went all in that 1 year. They won the Super Bowl, and then after that, they just are blah. So it'll be interesting. As for the Steelers on defense, I think TJ Watt's okay. We have Minka, Patrick Peterson, JPJ. Hopefully they can contain these Rams as well. And that's something that makes me so angry and upset. The fact that people say, and it's true because I have Puka Nacua on my fantasy team. I just traded for him and Derrick Henry the other day. And Puka Nacua is playing against Pittsburgh, it says, who is the 29th best secondary. That makes me so angry. We have Patrick Peterson, Levi Wallace, Joey Porter Jr. How is that the 29th best secondary? And we just cut Desmond King, who was supposed to be a help to the secondary. That baffles me. Come on, like seriously. Why don't... I mean, good defenses would find a way to get Porter Jr. and Patrick Peterson on the field at the same time. You don't think in San Francisco they'd find a way to make it work? I do. You don't think in Philly they'd find a way to make it work? I do. You don't think in Miami or any of these other teams, Buffalo, Minnesota? I think they'd all find a way to make it work. Kansas City, Dallas, Cleveland. Am I missing anybody? Baltimore? Point being is they'd find a way to make it work. I like Terrell Austin a lot. But he needs to find a way to get those two on the field at the same time. Either him or Tomlin needs to step in and change that. Because they're both talented, and they both need to play it. So, yeah. Give Joey Porter Jr. more playing time. And find a way to keep Patrick Peterson out there. That's my suggestion. Anyway, then on to the injury report for this week. This one, it looks like, is just the Rams. This is the injury report as of Friday. So I don't know if anything's changed. Ernest Jones is questionable, linebacker. Laurel Murchison, defensive tackle, is out. Kieran Williams is out. Ben Skowronoke, wide receiver, is questionable. Could be Turner, defensive tackle. It doesn't say anything. Same thing for Kevin Dotson, former Steeler, and Joe Newtbaum. Doesn't say anything. Darian Kendrick, questionable, cornerback out of Georgia. Aaron Donald's just resting, and Brian Allen is resting as well. This is as of Friday, so it'll be interesting. See what's going on with the Steelers. See our injury report. Presley Harvin practiced in full. Deontay Johnson practiced in full. Patrick Peterson, no injury. Anthony McFarland's practiced in full. Nick Herbig's practiced in full. Dan Moore Jr.'s practiced in full. James Daniels is in full practice. Freiermuth is out. As I said, he's on IR. He's not going to play. And TJ Watt, he has a heel injury. He did not practice on Thursday. He did practice Friday, so I don't know if that might be a game time decision. Hopefully he plays, because if he doesn't play, I think it's going to be ugly for Pittsburgh. For sure. Let me see if I can find more on this story. He was just added to the injury report. He says he doesn't think it will hold him back on Sunday. So hopefully he's okay. And then the Rams, obviously I just read that too. So yeah, it'll definitely be an interesting game, that's for sure. I think it's going to be pretty even. I think it's going to come down to the wire. But in the end, I think that the Steelers' offense will be what holds them back in this one. I'm going to take the Rams to win this one. Give me the LA Rams by a final score of 21-16. That's all I have for you guys today for the Steelers game day pregame. So hopefully I'm wrong yet again. So yeah, In the meantime, enjoy this game today. Here we go, Steelers. Have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. Enjoy yourselves. Pray for Israel. And as always, peace. See you for the post-game show.